Hey NACC family, welcome back. I am going to take you through a Pilates abdominal series with a little mini ball. We're going to work on stretching your low back, definitely working some glutes and hamstrings. If you don't have a little ball, also a towel works really good. A bath towel would be best. If this is not enough support, especially when we're doing some abdominal curls with it behind your lumbar spine, you may even want to thicken it up, double it up, feels really good too. And also that we're going to be doing some hamstring exercises with your feet on the ball. So if you don't have a ball, yoga block works good too. You can again use the towel, stack of books, anything you have. But we're going to start on your back, and if you have the ball or the towel, press your feet down hip width apart, slide the ball or your towel underneath your sacrum. So it's right underneath that bony part. So it's right below your low belly. You're engaging your core. So remember, you're not in a pelvic tilt, tucking the pubic bone up. You're staying nice and level. Engage those abdominals. Relax your neck and shoulders. We're going to start with the lower abdominals, work our way all the way up. It's also really great to stretch your hips and low back. Float up your right leg to a 90 degrees and up your left. So you may feel your legs kind of swabble a little bit. Find that steady balance. Deep work through the core. Reach the right leg out as you inhale, lengthen the leg away from you. Still working deep through the abdominals. Exhale, pull the right knee back in. And then your left. You're going to lengthen the leg as you inhale. Draw that knee back into 90. Feel the knee bone heavy over your hip. You inhale, right leg goes long. Exhale, right knee comes in. While we're alternating these legs extensions, really focus your upper body. Your shoulder blades are nice and flat. Your chin is up off your chest. Your arms are nice and long. Use that Pilates breath. You inhale as you lengthen away. Exhale, draw the knee back in towards your knee right over your hip. Inhale as you lengthen, pause. Exhale, pull back in. So if you've been walking a lot, your hips are feeling kind of tight, it's a great series to really work into those deep abdominals. Your low back will feel great after this. Inhale out and hold. Your abs will be burning too. Inhale as you lengthen, hold. So this will be a great workout for you to do in combination with any cardio you're doing, maybe any resistance training you're getting. Inhale as you lengthen. Pull the knee back in. Reach out the right leg and pause for a moment. This time, let the left knee come a little bit closer. So you're going to drop past that 90. Legs are still hip width apart. You're going to switch the legs right past each other, hold. And switch right past each other, hold. Remember, steady through the pelvis. You're not letting your hips rock around from side to side. Imagine you're pulling one knee as you reach that opposite leg out straight. Every single switch, I want you to exhale and pull that belly button down deep in your spine. You switch and hold, and switch and hold. So you're not just going through the motions, really squeeze those thighs like crazy. Reach the legs out longer, stronger, for more switch. Use that breath, switch. Remember, check in the upper body, relax the neck and shoulders. I'd like you to feel the shoulder blades really flat on the mat, and then you're gonna bring both knees in towards you, so not with your hands, with your core. Tuck them in, here you are in a tiny little ball. Inhale, extend both legs long. Exhale, pull the knees back in. So your height, you wanna go where you can still see those toes, maybe at eye level, exhale. So not so low, you're arching your back. You're not letting your ribs pop open, your back is arching. Pull the ribs in nice and tight. Inhale out here, you should feel shaking your core. Exhale, pull back in. So you feel like it's too much, you can always go a little bit higher. You inhale, long legs out. Exhale, deep contraction through the low belly. Stretching your hips, your low back. Extend the legs long. Pull the knees back in. Exhale, 2 more times. You breathe in as you lengthen. Use that exhale, deep contraction through the core. Inhale as you extend out. You're going to draw the knees in and send those feet high towards the ceiling. Straighten the legs as best you can. Maybe with the help of the ball or the towel, you can hinge a little bit further. Feel a nice stretch in the back of the thighs, those hamstrings. Flex your feet. Reach the legs down as you inhale. Find that stopping point. Remember, don't lose that engagement in your core. Point the toes, pull back up, exhale. So you can all cheat and go really fast, really far. Reaching the legs down really low. But go slow and do truly feel your abdominals down there. Flex the feet as you lower. Reaching the heels down. Pause. Feel that stomach nice and flat. Point the toes, pull back up, exhale deep through the core. Flex the feet to lower. How's that upper body? How's that breath? Exhale, lift back up. In the deep breathing. So even if you go through this 30-minute workout, you're taking the deep breaths, you're really stretching, help you really relax, give you some energy. Breathe and down. Point the toes, lift back up, exhale. Deep breath as you inhale down. Point as you pull back. Now let's find the stretch at the top. Keep the legs nice and straight. Reach just the right leg down. Scissors. You're going to pulse both those legs 2 times. 1, 2, and switch past each other. Pulse 1 for 2. So your top leg pulsing back, your toes way back over your face. That bottom leg is pulsing down. Try not to let the hips bounce around here. Really hold it steady and strong through the middle. Reach back. When you feel the stretch in your hamstrings, bottom leg stretching deep through those hips. You pulse 1, 2, and 4 more. Pulse 1, and 2, and 3. We're going to finish so you have your right leg up, left leg down. This is a windmill. You're going to open legs wide, toe straddle, windmill around. So the left is up, the right is down. How are those steady hips? Now let's reverse. Inhale, wide open. Exhale, pull from the middle. Pause. Inhale around. Exhale. Stopping bring that foot in line with your hip. You can slightly cross the midline if that feels good for you, but are you keeping your hips level? Inhale, circle around, squeeze the inner thighs to the top, breathe in, out. Exhale, pull. Keep that good tone in your legs. Remember, don't just go through the motions. Use your body weight as resistance here. Inhale, exhale. You inhale, open, exhale, pull. Such a great stretch for your hips, your inner thighs, your hamstrings, your obliques are really working to stabilize you. Exhale. This is really good. It's a great way to get you warmed up. Exhale and switch. Exhale. Both legs are going to come straight up to the ceiling. Now try to have your feet directly out of your hips so we're no longer hinging towards you. Turn out your feet, Pilates first position, heels together, toes out. Both of your legs are going to go to the right. We're going to make a circle down from the right, come around from the left, stop at the top and freeze, and then reverse, go left. So you inhale to start your circle. Exhale around and pause the top and freeze. So I like you to start the corkscrews pretty small circles here. Inhale. Do you feel nice and level through the shoulder blades? You're not going so far, you're falling off, right? Inhale. Exhale. So you're feeling good. You want to go bigger. You go out more. You go down lower. Come around from the left. Pull at the top. Really focus strong core. Your obliques working. You go over to the left. Try to really match even effort right, left. So you're sliding to the right. You circle, you bring it around from the left, you squeeze in the middle, freeze from those obliques, and left, inhale. Maybe you're feeling good, you want to go a little bigger, a little stronger. Take your time, breathe, inhale around. Exhale, zip up those inner thighs, pull deep from your core. You're not gripping on the mat, right? How's that upper body? Inhale, come around and up, exhale, close your feet together parallel, bend the knees 90 degrees. Find that Pilates tabletop, squeeze those inner thighs. These are tail wags, you're going to twist your feet to the right. Back in the center, we're going to do it again just to the right. Rotate right. So I want you to imagine you are cinching the waist on the right side of your body. You're bringing your hip bone up to the ribs. You squeeze and center. Rotate over. How's that nice open chest and shoulders? Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Use your breath. Squeeze the waist. Exhale over. Nice and steady here. Exhale. Feel your shins parallel to the floor and the ceiling. Last two. One more. You're going to reverse. Take it to the left. So tail wags left and center. Remember, you're not going so far, so fast, you're wobbling all over the place. Really keep it steady, keep it strong. Focus on stabilizing the pelvis here. Keep that upper body nice and relaxed. Your chin is up, your chest is nice and open. Especially if you're spending a lot of time trying to strain to look at screens, really focus on exercise. You're gonna stretch that upper body, right? We're not bending over. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And you really squeeze and center and squeeze. Two more, rotate over, and center, rotate over, and it'll stay right here. Don't move. Set down your right foot all the way down the mat. Set down the left foot all the way down the mat. This will feel good to give the front of those hips and thighs a little bit of break. Press down your feet, lift up your hips, lower the hips all the way down. You're gonna put your ball way up in between your inner thighs. So don't think knees, but inner thighs. You're gonna keep the feet parallel, hip width apart. First, just exhale, squeeze the ball, and release. Giving those inner thighs a little bit of work. Remember, you can be using a towel here too. Inhale, squeeze and hold, and release. Now you're going to squeeze the ball. You're going to press your feet down, tap the tailbone. Use those hamstrings, use your glutes to roll up into a shoulder bridge. So shoulder bridge, you're not in a back bend. Feel a straight line from the knee to the hip all the way to your shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades down. Do you feel nice and open? Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Don't release your tailor ball. Think one single vertebrae at a time. Really articulate down through the spine, back into neutral. You've got that space under your lumbar curve. So engage the core. Think ribs to hips. Press down the feet, lift your hips up. You're engaging the glutes and hamstrings. You are not straining your low back. So if you're pretty tight, maybe don't go so high. Be able to stretch top of the inner thighs. Can you squeeze the ball any harder? Roll down one single vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Nice control. So if you are walking a lot, the hip flexors might be a lot tighter than normal. Press your feet down, lift up. So bridging is so good to stretch the front of the hips and thighs and engage those posterior muscles in the back of the legs. Roll and articulate down through the spine, all the way back to neutral. You keep it a good squeeze on your ball. Now again, you're gonna tap. You're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna hold the bridge. We're gonna do 3 quick pulses going up, 2, 3, little break. Pressing up, 2, 3, little break. Try to squeeze the ball tight the whole time as 3 pulses up. Do your hips feel nice and level? And down. You go up, 2, 3, down, and up, 2, 3, down. You might be on a mat, you might be on carpet, whatever feels good for you. 2, 3, down. 2 more up, 2, 3, and down. And again, 2. Now hold at the top. We're gonna articulate down to release down from the spine. 1 single vertebrae at a time, all the way back to neutral. Here's where if you have a yoga block, you can always replace that with a ball. You're gonna take your ball, put it under your right foot. Right foot's gonna be on the ball, and your left foot will be straight across. So your feet are still in line with each other. Little wobbly surface here. It's good to engage those hamstrings. You're gonna squeeze your bottom tight, lift your hips up. Find that steady balance. Hips are nice and level. Inhale and slowly roll down. So if you are feeling like your hamstrings are kind of cramping a little bit, stretch it out. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Inhale, tuck, press down the right foot. You still at this point have your left foot on a stable surface if you need. Inhale and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. All the way back, find your neutral pelvis. You're level from your ribs to your hips. Inhale, tuck, press down on the ball. Lift your hips up. Find that steady bridge. 3 pulses. Again, you go up, 2, 3, down. Now, ideally, you want that heel right under your knee. So if you're feeling like it's kind of crampy, the hamstrings too much, you can always move your feet a little bit further away from you. Go up, 2, 3, down, up, 2, 3. How's the chest and shoulders lift? 2, 3, down. Squeeze those hamstrings. 2, 3. 2 more times. Lifting up, 2, 3. One more time. Lifting up, 2, 3. Hold it. Roll down one single vertebrae at a time, all the way down through the center of the spine. You're going to roll the ball over to the left foot. Maybe you're using your yoga block. Right foot is now down onto the mat. Still the feet are hips distance apart. So remember that pelvic tilt first. Press down to the ball. Lift your hips up. Find the bridge. Remember you're kind of cramping. You need to stop, stretch the leg a little bit. Inhale and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. The key here is don't just throw it all into your hamstrings. Really engage that low belly first, right? So engage your abdominals, squeeze the glutes. Then press the feet down. Lift up. That'll keep those hamstrings from doing all the work and kind of feeling like they're cramping. Inhale. And then slowly roll and articulate the spine down all the way back to neutral. Inhale. Neck up. Pelvic tilt first. Inhale. Pressing the feet. We're going to float the hips up. You're going to hold that bridge. 3 pulses going up. 2, 3, down. Do it again. 2, 3, down. Pulse it up. Steady as you can. Lifting up. 2, 3, down and up. Try to keep the left foot as flat as you can. So I always like to imagine an even weight through the toes, through the heel, down, going up, 2, 3, down. You should be feeling it in your hamstrings. 2 more times. Go up, 2, 3. One more. Hold at the top. Take a breath. Slow with control. Roll and articulate the spine down. Let it feel good as you come all the way down. One more set. You're going to bring it back into the middle. If you feel like this is way too much, you can always step your feet on each side of the ball and kind of squeeze it, right, if you need to. Otherwise, try to work from here. Your knees can be together, maybe a little bit of space. And we're not going to roll through those preps. We're going to go right into it. So squeeze the glutes, low belly in. Lift the hips up, find that steady balance, pulsing up, 2, 3, little break. Can the feet be nice and flat? Down 2 and up, 2, 3. You're where you're weakest, you're going to feel this the most. So some of you might feel really high in the hamstrings, towards the origin, up in the glutes. Maybe it's more behind the knees. Just make sure no pain in your knees, no pain in the joints. If you do, maybe you need your ball a little bit further away from you. Maybe minimize your range of motion. Do what feels good. Up, 2, 3. Remember, form first. Lift, 2, 3, and down. You squeeze, 2, 3. One more time, and squeeze, 2. Hold it, take a deep breath in. Slow, roll down one single vertebrae at a time. Now you are going to step your feet on each side of your ball. Squeeze it between the ankles. Draw the legs up to 90. Try to feel those knees right over your hips. We're going to stretch your hamstrings. Lengthen the legs up to the ceiling. You're going to feel that exhale. Inhale, bend the knees to 90. So as your feet go up, squeeze your ball, your toe, whatever you're using. Exhale. Inhale, bend your knees. Inhale. Lengthen up. Every time you go up, can you pull the core a little stronger, a little tighter? Inhale, bend. Send the legs up. Exhale. Belly button pulls down into your spine. Inhale, bend. If your feet kind of cramp here, you can always flex your toes. No big deal. Inhale 2 more times. Lengthen up. Navel to spine. Inhale. Now you're going to lengthen up. You're going to hold it. You can always sneak your hands under your bottom if you need a little more support. Lower the legs down as you inhale. Find that deep work through the core. Where do you feel it? Exhale, lift back up from the middle. Remember, no momentum here. So remember, you can just kind of take the legs as low as far that you still feel shaking your abdominals. Exhale. You feel any strain in your back, don't go so low. Use your hands to support. Minimize your range of motion. If your hamstrings are big, tight, and you cannot physically get your knees over hips, you may need to bend the knees, right, to release those spots. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you lift back up from the core. How's your chest and shoulders? You go down. 2, 3. Hold where you're shaky. Lift up from the middle. Exhale. 2 more times. Go down. 2, 3. Hold it where you feel it. Lift from that low belly. Come back up 1 more time. Go down. Maybe lower 2. Maybe lower 3. Hold it where you feel it. Stay. 2, 3. And then hug the knees into your chest. So go ahead and pull those thighs in towards you. Take your ball out for a moment. You're going to set your feet down into the mat. Walk your feet forward and reach the ball in your hands straight up over your chest. Reach those arms back over your head. Big stretch here. Reach back, long through both sides of the waist. Now when your arms go up to the ceiling, imagine you're pulling the ribs in so really tight through the core. Feel your wrists right above your shoulders. Nod your chin to your chest. Take that ball, reach it forward towards your knees, and help yourself sit all the way up. So you're going to lengthen up through the spine. We're going to keep the knees bent for now. Squeeze the ball, roll back, 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling down. You can always flex the feet. Will help you keep that heel connection, rolling down. Arms reach back, big stretch here. You're not shrugging your shoulders, right? Pull them down out of your ears. Arms to the ceiling, close the ribs. Nod your chin to your chest. Use your abdominals. Come on up. Use the core, press the feet down. If your feet moved a little bit, great. Go ahead and take them out there a little bit further. Roll down. One vertebrae at a time. Nice control. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Arms reach up over your head. And again, arms reach up. Inhale. Nod your chin. Lift up the head. Lift up the shoulders. Use your core to get there. Pulling all the way up. Exhale. Now, if you want a little bit more, go ahead and extend the legs out straight. Flex your feet. Reach past those toes as far as you can stretch. Relax the head and shoulders down. Roll up through the spine. One vertebrae. You're sitting up straight. Start shoulders over your hips. Slowly tuck, roll backwards, nice control. Drop the shoulders away from your ears, roll the spine down. You can definitely keep those knees bent. Big stretch at the top here, arms up to the ceiling, inhale. So classic Pilates full roll up. You lift the head, you lift the shoulders, looking towards your toes. Go right into a forward fold, reach past those feet, maybe go a little further this time, no tension in the neck. Stack the spine, sit up tall, and slowly tuck, roll down. One single vertebrae at a time. Remember, you can definitely keep those knees bent, especially if you're feeling any strain on your low back. Arms up first, inhale. Press into the palms, lift the head, lift the shoulders, use your abdominals, come all the way up, go past those legs, exhale, stretching your hamstrings, don't you there, inhale, sit up nice and tall, slowly tuck, roll down, drop the shoulders away from your ears, reach the arms up over your head, and again, arms up to the ceiling, inhale, lift the head, lift the shoulder blades up, use your core, come on up, stretch past those feet, exhale, and sit up nice and tall. We're gonna go to some core work, so you're gonna bend the knees and put the ball behind your back. So I want you to start first with it, and you can use your towel for this, in your upper back, think right at the base of those shoulder blades, and engage your core by rolling the tailbone up. You're gonna bring your hands up behind your head, soften the shoulders down. So feet flat, hip width apart, lean back as you inhale. Now your head is still supported here, so you're not hyperextending the neck. Make sure you can still see your knees. Exhale, you're gonna engage your abdominals and curl yourself up. So breathing in as you go back. Exhale, crunch up and hold where you feel. Think ribs to hips. Inhale back. Exhale, crunch and squeeze to the middle. Inhale back. Remember, relax your neck here. Exhale. Feel your head heavy in your fingers. Inhale back. Exhale up. Pull deep from the core. Inhale as you go back. Exhale up and hold. Inhale back and pause. Exhale, cinch the waist, navel to spine. Use your breath. Inhale back. Exhale up and squeeze. Inhale back. You're going to hold the crunch and we do one little twist to the right. One little twist to the left. Your knees are moving right back in the middle. Inhale and lean back. So curl up, exhale, rotate right where you feel it. Go left, find the center, pause, lean back. Again, curl and hold. Go right, go left, in the middle, lean back. And you can always adjust that towel, that ball. You want this to feel good. It's not starting right. You're giving yourself a little bit of something to extend over top of, so you can really get your core. Let's go left first, and then to the right. To the middle, pause. Lean back. You're going to curl and hold. Cinch the waist. Go left. Keep the knees steady. Go right. In the middle. Lean back. And again, curl and hold or you feel it. Go left. Go right. Go back in the middle. Lean back. Now you're going to curl up. You're going to hold or you feel like tiny pulses. Just lift up and up. Every time you pulse, can you squeeze those abdominals in tight? Really cinch the waist. Exhale. Exhale. One more. Rotate. And 3. And 2. And lean back. Inhale. Now when you crunch up, you're going to lift up the right knee 90. Inhale, set it down. Left leg. So we're staying centered for now. Really find your middle. Try to float that leg up to 90. We're going to alternate. Go lift the right, lower it down, and then lift the left. Here's where your abdominals might start to feel shaky. Inhale. Remember, you can always adjust this. Follow your towels where you need to. Inhale back. Curl up and hold. Inhale back. 4 more here. Think ankle, knee, hip, all in alignment with the shoulder. Curl up, find that steady balance. Squeeze and cinch the waist down. One reach leg, do the right. Inhale back, get the shoulders under your ears, go left. We're in a rotation, so you're gonna go left elbow towards the right knee. Inhale back through the middle, and then switch it left, exhale. Adding that rotation, inhale back center. Rotate up, inhale, down. Exhale up and rotate, squeeze. Inhaling as you go back. Exhale up, rotate. Your hips stay heavy on the mat, you inhale back center. Exhale up to the left. Inhale back in the middle, shoulders relax. Go right, lean back, go up to the left. 2 more times, hang in there. 1 to the right. Exhale, lean back. 1 to the left. We're going to stay on the right leg. You're going to draw the knee in, extend the right leg out straight and strong. Draw the knee in as you curl up, reach the leg away. Remember, ankle, knee, hip in alignment. Pull the thigh in, reach it out, big stretch. Exhale, pull, inhale, lengthen. Breathe out, pull and hold, and extend. When you extend the leg, maybe try to focus eye level. If you can, you feel like that's too much, you can definitely reach like a little bit higher. 2 more. Squeeze it in, lengthen it out. You're gonna keep the right leg straight. Lift up as you curl the chest up. Lift the right leg up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift and squeeze the top.
Now as you lift the leg, you're gonna go left hand outside that right ankle, hold, little twist here, inhale, back center. Reach up and rotate over, inhale, back. Use the weight of your thighs, resistance for your abdominals, exhale. Inhale, up and rotate and reach. Inhale, back in the center. Your abdominals should be feeling by now. You lift up, inhale, back. Lift up and reach, and back. Lift up and reach, exhale. Maybe that thigh is feeling a bit heavy. You've got this, 2 more. Inhale, so strong. You're gonna stay at the top. Little pulses here, just want you to reach. Keep the leg as steady as you can. Lift higher, pull tighter. Maybe you can twist a tiny bit more, really reach. And 4, hang in there, 3, 2, lean back, lower the leg down. Reset that right leg, let's go right to the left. Lean back, inhale. And curl up, left knee in. And left leg goes long. Left knee in. So for now we're staying centered, no twisting. Stay in the middle, you exhale. Inhale, back. Feel the right thigh stay stable here. Inhale, back. Exhale, you rotate, squeeze those abdominals in tight. Inhale, back. Rotate up, pull with those abdominals. Lengthen the leg out. Use your core here, use your breath. Inhale, remember relax the neck and shoulders. Exhale. Keep checking in that upper body posture. 2 more, squeeze and hold. And out. You're gonna keep this left leg long, lift it to the ceiling. Lift it up and reach. Inhale, back. Add the right hand reaching across the left hand, a little twist back to the center. Exhale, up, twist and reach and hold where you feel it. Inhale, back. Breathe out, leg up, reach up and over, exhale. Really focus, you extend. And you exhale, cinch, pull those ribs in nice and tight. Inhale, back. Breathe out, up and reach. Inhale away, you should be feeling it. Exhale. Inhale, lift up and rotate, exhale. Inhale, back. Reach up and over, exhale. Every time you lift that leg, can you pull your belly button down deeper into the spine? Inhale. Last 2, hang in there, reach in up. Inhale, back. Now hold, lift higher, rotate a little bit more, pulse up, up. Keep that right foot steady. Really press into the floor, you reach, and you reach. And 4 more, curl up, and 3, and 2. Lower the leg, reach the arm back. Set your left foot down. Maybe take a little stretch to the abdominals. Help yourself sit up. You're now gonna move the toe or the ball into the lumbar spine, so right into the small of your back. You can hold onto the legs here anytime you need to. Take a moment to drop your shoulders. So when you're doing the curls and the ball is lower, it's gonna feel a little bit harder, especially now that you're good and warmed up. You can keep the hands on your legs. You can let go and go here. Rest your hands on your shoulders, maybe behind your head. Let's start with the arms forward. Maybe you can go up a little higher than shoulder height and lean back, inhale. Now as you curl, when you think of lifting the chest, pull the navel back. Inhale, back. Long energy in those fingers. Exhale, lift and hold. Inhale, back. Exhale, focus right around that waist. Reach those arms long, inhale. Exhale, lift, pull back. You're warming your middle, so you should definitely feel this. Exhale. Breathe in as you breathe back. Exhale. This is so good. You're supporting that lumbar spine, so it feels good on your back. Definitely working that core. Inhale, back. Exhale, up and reach. Inhale, back. Now when you go back, you're gonna rotate the right elbow back. Turn right, look right, reach back. Exhale, extend that arm forward. And then go left. So inhale, back, rotate. Exhale, find the range that feels good for you. You can keep the feet flat and firm. Inhale. Exhale, reach long energy here. Inhale, back to the left. Exhale up. Really squeeze the shoulder back. Feel in your shoulder blade here. Your shoulders down. Abs are nice and tight. Exhale. You're gonna feel in your obliques. And you lift and reach. Inhale back to the right. Use that breath. Exhale, move up in the middle. And left. Lift back up, exhale. 2 more. Go right, breathing in. Exhale through the middle. Go left, inhale. Now you're gonna stay up. Drop the hands down, shoulder height. Turn the palms to face each other. Slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, lean back. This is hug a tree. So when you come up, you're gonna reach those fingers towards each other like you're wrapping your arms around a big tree. So arms open, lean back. Curl up as you exhale. When you go back, no strain in the neck, right? Go where you feel it. Exhale, come forward. Keep the feet down firm. Inhale back. Exhale up and hold. It's a great class if you're looking for good ab burn. You have 30 minutes. You want to really work on your middle. Inhale back. Exhale up. Squeeze deep in the core. Refine your range. Maybe you're going bigger. Maybe you're going a little bit slower, a little bit less. Remember, you've got those legs right there. You can always grab and give yourself a little bit of help. One more time. Inhale back. Exhale as you come up. Now you're going to go back. Find your shaky point. Hands again. Remember, behind your head. Shoulders. Maybe on the thighs. Do what feels good. We're going to slow it down. You're going to lift up. Higher. 2. Higher. 3. Back on 1. So 3 times you'll lift. More 2. More 3. Lean back as you curl up, big chest up. Navel and tilt. A little harder. 3. Lean back on 1. So you're coming up. More 2. More 3. I hope you're shaking by now. You lift up. More 2. More 3. Lean back. Do it again. Curl up. More 2. More 3. Inhale back. And again, curl up. And 2. Let's go back to those obliques. Twist to your right. 2 pulses. 1, 2, back center, to the left, your legs are moving, right? Keeping as steady as you can, 2 to the right, you curl up. For 2, remember, grab the legs if you need to, right? Then hold on. No big deal. To the right, you go up for 2, left, 2 pulses, and middle, 2 right. You exhale, exhale, inhale, center, left for 2. Hang in there, 2 more. Go up for 2, find the center, and left. You're gonna stay right through the middle. Finish strong, go up for 2, go back for 2. Go up for 2, go back for 2. Lift, lift a little higher, lean back, lean back. Lift, lift a little higher, lean back, lean back. 4 more, go up for 2, back for 2. Up for 2, back. Last 2, hang in there, lift it up, up higher, and back, and back. 1 more, come up for 2, go back. Now I want you to curl where you feel it and stay. Pull a little harder, pull those abs in tighter. Tiny pulses, finish strong here, lift, and really squeeze. Drop the shoulders, use your breath, exhale, exhale. You got 4 more, lift, and 3, and 2. Grab a hold of your knees, sit up nice and tall. Take your ball, you're gonna finish all the way down onto your back. So when you lie down, towel or ball underneath your hips, just holding that. Might feel really good to really stretch the front of your hips and thighs. So I want you to first start your left knee into your chest. Go ahead and grab that and give it a good squeeze. You can always keep your right hand down for balance. Your right leg, you're gonna send it up straight to the ceiling. And then lower the right leg all the way down. I want you to keep it straight. It's gonna go all the way to the ground. So if you're a little bit tight in your hip flexors, you'll definitely have a soft bend in the knees. Stay there. Imagine someone's pulling your right foot longer as you draw the left knee closer to you. Hold it here. Place your right foot down onto the mat so you're gonna be stable there. Send the left leg up high to the ceiling. Walk your hands up the back of that left leg, gently pull it back. It feels good for you to flex. And you're gonna point and flex while you stretch and point. Circle the ankle around and reverse. Reverse. Go ahead and bend that knee, rest your left foot down, and then draw the right knee in towards you. So we're stretching your hip flexors, your low back here. So give this right knee a little pull and squeeze it in towards you. Your left hand can come down onto the mat for balance. You're gonna tuck the left knee in, stretch it up to the ceiling. Now keep it as long as you can. You're keeping your right knee as you lower that left leg down and down. And keep once you feel the floor. Maybe get a little more length there in the front of the hip and thigh. That should feel pretty good. So just imagine I'm pulling your left leg longer as you hug your right knee closer to you. Breathe. Deep. Don't hold your breath. And what happens when you hold your breath, your muscles contract and tighten, right? You want to breathe through it, soften through it, hold. And then you're just going to bend this left knee, so place it flat on the mat. Extend the right leg up high to the ceiling. Reach up behind that thigh, gently pull back, refill any stretch in your hamstrings. You'll know, you'll feel it, right? Maybe you need a soft bend in the knee. Try to work on lengthening it, gently pull, you're going to flex and point and flex and point. As you stretch, circle the ankle around, reverse. Go ahead and bend that right knee, rest your foot down. Pick those hips up, take out your ball, lower the hips all the way down. Hug your knees and give yourself a good squeeze. Help yourself sit all the way up. You guys did amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.